James Prime here, and today I heard that there was a protest going on down in the city. Now what are these people protesting? They are protesting that they want the state to be reopened. So let's go down into the city and gather some of their thoughts.
Have had enough, that we are ready to go back to work, that we are ready to pay our taxes, that we are ready to keep our employees employed, that we are ready to pay our bills. We're not looking for handouts. We're not looking for free rent. We're not looking for free mortgages. Back to work! Back to work! Back to work! For what it says, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all!
Everybody says you're crazy, but history will celebrate you!
Yes!
History
We'll fight!
What is your message?
You know, there's more and more data showing that, you know, the disease itself is not as dangerous that everybody was assuming. Seems like it's as dangerous as a regular flu. So all the measures that were, undertaken to protect us from the virus, I think they are causing more harm. We have a data now available that shows that, that disease is not as dangerous that everybody was thinking it is. So I think that we need to just revise all the measures that were undertaken.
Right. Just can't take a people's freedom to move around and do what they want to do, whatnot, of a hoax, of a virus, as they say, whatnot. Right. And I'm not gonna go for it, whatnot. I ain't seen no bodies. I ain't seen no death. I ain't seen no hospital filled up, and everybody died. So they put it on the virus. Right. We ain't got no proof of this here, whatnot.
Do you see any potential problems of reopening the state?
None whatsoever. I really didn't believe that we put a dictator in office there, The news media should stop propagating this fear on their news media 24 hours a day about this so-called alleged virus.
So here's what's going on, all right? We all live under pressure on the laws, right? Bible, Quran, Native American ethics, evangelists, alien laws, who knows? Maybe we got laws that aliens, we're not supposed to fuck up the earth, right? That's why bro, think about it. Amazon, longest of the earth. COVID-19, long issues. It's no coincidence, homie. Right?
Right.
What do you mean, right?
What is your message to anyone that might be watching this?
It's not a fascist march unlike what most people say. We're here because our freedoms are being disintegrated, and basically we're here for small businesses, religion, basically to get back to our lives and have the freedom that our forefathers would want.
We shouldn't be afraid of virus. We should be afraid of our government and their crazy decisions for now. I work at the hospital, which is a ghost town. Ghost town. All of a sudden people stop being sick because everybody's getting this one label, COVID-19. I'm asking, where are cancer patients? Where are heart attacks? Where is the emergency of every day where people die of other cases than COVID-19? Wake up, people. It's time. Healthy people need to go back to work now.
What is your message to them?
This is the new normal. I think Howie Mandel was correct.
The message we try to bring here today is that the businesses in Illinois should stay closed until it's safe. Let scientists and professionals in the health care business decide when it's time to get back to business as usual. The governments of the world knew that a virus like this could hit America and the world for many, many decades. They decide to do nothing. Why? Because in a capitalist society, profits are always before the needs of people. the only thing to do is stay at home and try not to make things worse. In essence, the poor are the hardest hit by this. So we should stay close until it's safe to do so.
We're here to tell Governor Pritzker to reopen Illinois. He's not a dictator. We have our constitutional rights. We want it open. There's no reason for this. This is all about his political agenda. If he really cared about saving lives, he wouldn't be killing babies. That's still open, along with liquor stores, cannabis, marijuana shops, and what about businesses? Businesses are not essential? I think they're very essential, especially to the state and the people who live here and the people that vote for him or elect to not vote for him. We, the people, he is supposed to represent us, and he is not.
We just want the state reopened and get people back to work. Quit screwing with the economy.
Right.
Now today, Friday, they have an illegal assembly here at the Thompson Center that are trying. We understand that they want to try to reopen Illinois, but the police are here, and this is an illegal assembly. Lori Lightfoot needs to be held accountable, and I see this as nothing but white privilege, because this has gone far beyond the idea of opening up Illinois. This is nothing but a blatant protest of white privilege, and it needs to stop. We need to make sure that people's lives are over profit. Lives over profit is what we're here about today. And we need to understand that hundreds of people are dying per day that are innocent. So now we must make sure that no more innocent people die before we start reopening anything.
Well, my message is, you can't give in to fear. The virus is a real thing, but as we could see, we've been locked down now. We're going on 2 months. And I don't believe that the government has our best interests at heart. I've lived in this state my whole life. It's been just corrupt and filled with bad politics. I actually had relatives infected with the coronavirus, an aunt and uncle in their mid-80s. And my uncle's at home now. He's home, he's recovered, he's just resting, and unfortunately my aunt suffers from other medical illnesses, so she's stayed behind, but she's doing well too. So I just think they're not being truthful about what they're telling us. I can't see how, shutting down the economy, and I want everybody to be safe. Everybody should be safe, but, life's a risk. I mean, you can get in your car every morning and you risk the chance of getting into a car accident or, anything. Anytime you get out of bed in the morning is a risk. That's life. I mean, if we all lived in coward and fear every day of our lives, we would never leave the house, period.
Yeah, so we just want to open Illinois as soon as possible. Everyone be able to get back to work that wants to. Reopen churches for people that want to go. Reopen schools for people that need that childcare, and we're hoping that people are able to save their livelihoods, because small businesses are taking a big hit from this.
There's a lot of small businesses that have been struggling greatly, and there are livelihoods that are being affected greatly by this, to the point that they're even having to shut their doors permanently with heavy hearts, and they don't desire to do so, and otherwise they would have had the ability to maintain their livelihood and their business as well. And a lot of the people that frequented these businesses didn't even get the coronavirus from that location, nor did they have it otherwise. And so why shut those businesses down? Why are those businesses not considered essential for their livelihoods?
I think it's possible more people will get sick, but I think that the entire purpose of this lockdown was never to prevent people from getting sick, but to prevent the overwhelm of hospitals and proper allocation of resources. We need enough people to get this virus, whether it's asymptomatically or not, to achieve herd immunity so that we can actually return to some sort of sense of normalcy. Some people are saying they want to wait to reopen until there's a vaccine, but that could take over a year, and our economy would be completely crippled by then. Not everyone is going to want that vaccine. Are you going to force everyone to get something like that in order to go back to work? That doesn't make any sense.
We're both here because it should be your decision what you want to do. No one should be forced to stay in their house, to be forced to be out of a job. There's so many reasons beyond that, that are so crucial to be here. They're trying to talk about forcing vaccines, like to once they have a COVID vaccine, making sure everyone has it. That's not acceptable. Whenever there's a risk, there has to be a choice.
I mean, my body and my choice goes to vaccines, does it not? They're overreaching with their power. They are not letting people go to work. They're making people wear masks outside. Facial expressions is crucial to human communication. So, I mean, they're trying to control us, and they can't do it.
And do you see any potential issues on reopening the state or wherever is closed down?
No, I don't, because restaurants usually have a capacity. You make half that. In other places, everywhere where there's a capacity, you make it half. You don't make it full. And then when it gets better, you let more people in. So it's that easy. It doesn't need to be a shutdown. In fact, the more we stay in our house, the less our immune systems will be strong. Right. So that's how I feel.
Do you see any problems of reopening the state?
No, I don't see any problems.
A lot more cases are going to start sprouting up. This is not even the beginning of it, okay? We should be conscious of what's really going on.
Well, you know what? How about freedom? So you have the freedom to stay in your home if you're afraid of catching whatever disease may or may not be out there, or you have the freedom to go outside. Some people are afraid to drive a car. Well, that's your choice. Drive it or don't drive it. That could be dangerous too. So it's all about freedom. I don't think that he has the right to take away our constitutional rights.
I don't see any major issue out of the normal realm. No. I think that naturally we would achieve herd immunity just like we did to these other things, and that we would naturally overcome this. Because that's what our bodies are designed to do.
I mean, any possible issues that would arise are just something that's going to happen regardless whenever we open. And if that means if we're opening 20 years from now or if we're opening tomorrow, it's still going to cause the same issues to open up. But the question is, should we be closed forever and ever, or should we start opening up, which was the point at the beginning, was to close temporarily. And even that in and of itself is a problem, that you're forcing everyone to stay home, but the fact that it's gone on, extended longer than 30 days, it's completely unconstitutional to have this executive order still going.
Yeah, and if people are scared, let them stay home. You know, people can choose to stay home if they want, but they can't tell me that I have to stay home. You know, the same people are going to Walmart because there's nowhere else to go to shop. Same people are going to the grocery store, but why can't I go to my little local corner hippie store and buy incense, but I could go to Walmart and buy incense? And then you go to Walmart, everyone's there hanging out, you know? So the same people are going to the same stores, everyone's touching the same stuff. They're not stopping anything. You look at the states and the countries that haven't had these lockdowns, and their numbers aren't through the roof. So I just don't really see the purpose other than a control.
Well, there it is, folks. Those are the thoughts of some of the people who attended the protest today. Now, to anybody out there who actually watched this video, I want to hear your thoughts. Should states start to reopen during the epidemic? Let me know. Until then, I am dehydrated, starving, and I've got a booming headache. I'm out of here.